What is up? What is up? YouTube, how y'all doing, man? Hey, we're doing a couple of 𝗟𝗡𝗏𝗡 videos, man. She haven't been online lately. This one right here, and let Uncle Mike put his glasses on. This was 2 weeks ago. 𝗟𝗡𝗏𝗡 breaks silence on being Diddy's party favor. Denzel Washington and Jay-Z exposed. Man, this is she haven't been online, y'all, I've been on vacation for a whole month, and before I went on vacation, she wasn't dropping anything on Instagram or TikTok or wherever she dropped stuff at. So I'm still searching for new information on 𝗟𝗡𝗏𝗡. So many people saying she lying, I got receipts, she lying, and all this stuff. And then the mother came out and the sister coming out saying all this stuff. So she done ran into hiding, y'all. So I miss her stories. I miss her talking about saving the kids. So I missed that, you know. And she brought a lot of excitement to our channel. How about that? So anyway, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out. This was done 2 weeks ago, and I'm still researching and everything. So let's just check this out. Here we go, y'all.
In a world where fame, fortune, and power intertwine, the lives of Hollywood's elite are often shrouded in secrecy. Behind the glittering lights and the glamour of red carpets, whispers of underground activities have swirled for years, hinting at darker sides of the industry. Among the many rumors that circulate, there are chilling claims about secret parties, hidden networks, and the powerful men behind them. Most of these stories have remained untold or dismissed as wild conjecture, but a few voices have begun to speak out, revealing a world that many would rather keep hidden. One of the most outspoken figures to come forward with these disturbing allegations is Ally Carter. According to her, the extravagant parties hosted by music mogul Sean Diddy Combs were not just wild, lavish affairs, but rather gatherings that pushed the boundaries of decency, involving activities that would shock the public if they were fully understood. Ally Carter claims that Diddy's parties were not only excessive, but also centered around a network of tunnels and underground passages connecting some of Hollywood's most famous properties. These tunnels, she suggests, were used for secretive and disturbing encounters that are still, to this day, shrouded in mystery. Diddy's world, the rise of the party scene. Sean Diddy Combs is a name synonymous with success in the world of entertainment. From his beginnings in the music industry to his expansion into fashion, business, and media, Diddy has created an empire. He is known for his luxurious lifestyle, flashy parties, and ability to bring together some of the biggest names in Hollywood. His parties have earned legendary status, often described as the epitome of excess, attracting A-list celebrities from all corners of the entertainment industry. From the Hamptons to Miami Beach and Los Angeles, Diddy's events were infamous for their opulence and exclusivity. These gatherings were marked by a sense of unpredictability. Anything could happen, and often the evening would spiral into chaos. For some, it was the place to be, a symbol of success and high status. But according to Ally Carter, these parties took a sinister turn. She claims that beneath the surface of these glamorous gatherings lay an undercurrent of manipulation and exploitation, drawing in some of Hollywood's most powerful figures. The allegations of tunnels and secret networks. One of the most shocking aspects of Carter's claims is her description of the tunnels beneath the Hollywood elite's properties. She alleges that Diddy, in particular, had access to a hidden network of tunnels that connected his mansion to other exclusive locations, including the infamous Playboy Mansion. These secret passageways were not just physical structures. According to Carter, they served as a conduit for a darker side of the entertainment industry. These tunnels were reportedly used to transport celebrities in and out of exclusive parties. away from the watchful eyes of the media and the public. But according to Carter, these parties were not the glamorous, star-studded affairs they appeared to be on the surface. Instead, they were breeding grounds for corruption and moral decay, with powerful figures engaging in activities that many would find deeply disturbing. Denzel Washington, the unexpected witness. One of the most surprising names mentioned in Carter's testimony is legendary actor Denzel Washington. Known for his impeccable reputation and commitment to strong moral values, Washington has always been regarded as a figure of integrity within Hollywood. But according to Carter, even Denzel was not immune to the allure of Diddy's world, at least for one night. Carter recounts an incident from the early 2000s when Denzel Washington and his wife Paulette were invited to one of Diddy's extravagant parties. At first, the event seemed to be nothing more than a typical Hollywood bash, luxurious, filled with celebrities and radiating glamour. However, as the night wore on, things began to take a darker turn. According to Carter, the behavior at the party began to escalate in ways that made Denzel uncomfortable. The atmosphere became charged with tension, and it was clear that the party was no longer about fun and entertainment. It had become something else entirely. Denzel, who is known for his outspoken faith and unwavering principles, reached his breaking point early in the morning. Witnesses claim that he confronted Diddy directly, shouting that he did not respect anyone, before storming out of the party with his wife. What exactly happened during the party to trigger this reaction remains unclear, but the incident has become an important part of the narrative surrounding Diddy's secretive gatherings. For Denzel, it was a reminder that some stars refuse to play by the industry's corrupt rules, no matter the price. The ties between Diddy and Jay-Z. Another prominent figure caught up in these allegations is Jay-Z, the rap mogul and business tycoon. According to Carter, there is more to the connection between Diddy and Jay-Z than meets the eye. She references Jay-Z's appearance in the 2009 music video for Run This Town, which was filmed in what appeared to be a tunnel. This image, combined with her claims about hidden networks beneath some of Hollywood's most iconic properties, suggests that Jay-Z may have been more involved in these underground activities than the public realizes. Carter goes further, suggesting that these tunnels were not just figurative connections between...
What makes it so bad is, I was trying to stop it earlier. There's a scene, man, where I swear she had a bandana over her face, I think a little bit over her nose. That girl looked just like 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗦 that she was in that video, but she never admitted it was her. She said she don't remember because they probably had her drugged up. She don't know if that's her. I thought that was real strange, and I swear, people started sending me a still shot of the video where does that look like 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗦, and I swear to goodness, John, she got a bandana over her face, but I swear to y'all, we gotta find that picture and put it in. Put it in right now, man, so we can I'm gonna have to attach that picture right here. Anyway, let's keep going. Here we go.
May have been more involved in these underground activities than the public realizes. Carter goes further, suggesting that these tunnels were not just figurative connections between celebrities, but actual physical structures. These passageways, she claims, allowed powerful figures in Hollywood to move about undetected, away from the prying eyes of the media. And while these allegations remain unproven, they add to a growing list of rumors surrounding Hollywood's elite and their secretive, often disturbing, behavior. The Playboy Mansion, the center of the storm. One of the most infamous locations mentioned in these allegations is the Playboy Mansion, a symbol of excess and indulgence for decades. For years, the mansion was known as a haven for the rich, famous, and powerful, with legendary parties hosted by Hugh Hefner drawing A-list celebrities from all over the world. These events, often referred to as pig nights, were infamous for their hedonistic nature. with Hefner and his guests indulging in every excess imaginable. But beneath the glamour of the Playboy Mansion, there were whispers of secret tunnels and hidden passageways used to sneak celebrities in and out of the mansion. Some say these tunnels were built in the 1970s to avoid the prying eyes of the media and maintain the exclusivity of the parties. These rumors were given new life when 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏 suggested that Diddy's mansion was connected to the Playboy Mansion via one of these underground passageways, allowing him to slip into the mansion without attracting attention. While the existence of these tunnels remains a matter of speculation, the connections between Hollywood's elite and the Playboy Mansion cannot be denied. Hefner's strict guest list, for example, ensured that only the most powerful figures could gain access to the mansion's inner circle. And as Carter's allegations suggest, this exclusivity was not just about partying. It was about creating a network of influential figures who could engage in activities that would remain hidden from the public eye. The secrets of Hollywood, the power of silence. Perhaps one of the most disturbing aspects of Carter's allegations is the culture of silence that surrounds these parties and the people involved in them. According to Carter, many of Hollywood's elite are complicit in this system, turning a blind eye to the activities taking place in these secretive settings. She claims that this network of powerful individuals operates with impunity, knowing that their status and influence will protect them from any consequences. For years, these celebrities have maintained their public personas, carefully curating their images to ensure that their private lives remain untouched. But as Carter's testimony reveals, the truth behind the curtain is far more complex and troubling than the public ever knew. The myth of luxury, a gilded cage. For decades, the Playboy Mansion was portrayed as the epitome of glamour, luxury, and indulgence. The grand estate, with its 22 bedrooms, lush gardens, and infamous grotto, was the setting for extravagant parties filled with celebrities, models, and the elite of Hollywood. To the public, it was a paradise where beautiful women lived out a fantasy, seemingly reveling in the opulence and attention of Hugh Hefner. The magazine empire built around the Playboy brand marketed a vision of sexual liberation and power. Yet behind the carefully curated public image lay a starkly different reality, one of control, manipulation, and psychological entrapment. The women who lived there told a much different story, one that revealed the dark underbelly of the so-called utopia. Hefner's unspoken rules and the control over women. Hugh Hefner's world had a strict hierarchy, and the women who lived in the mansion had to adhere to his rigid standards. They weren't just models or girlfriends. They were part of a curated fantasy that Hefner dictated down to the smallest detail. From their appearances to their behavior, everything was controlled. Holly Madison, one of Hefner's most well-known former girlfriends, has spoken openly about how life at the mansion felt more like a prison than a dream.
Whoa.
The gates, while appearing to keep outsiders away, actually served as a barrier keeping the women trapped within. Hefner dictated their schedules, their curfews, and even their friendships. Any deviation from his expectations could lead to punishments, such as financial restrictions or even being shunned from the inner circle. Beyond the physical restrictions, there was an emotional and psychological toll. Hefner expected his girlfriends to dress alike, don similar hair and makeup styles, and abide by his rules regarding social behavior. Holly recalled in her memoir, Down the Rabbit Hole, that the supposed intimacy with Hefner was nothing like what the public imagined. It was orchestrated, devoid of romance, and ultimately dehumanizing. The women were not free to make choices about their own lives. They were part of a system that saw them as disposable objects in a larger spectacle. The power of status, jealousy, rivalry, and manipulation. Hefner's world was built on status, and being his #1 girlfriend came with a perceived level of power. This role, however, was more of a burden than a privilege. When Holly rose to this rank, the dynamic among the women shifted drastically. Those who once dismissed or mocked her suddenly became friendly, seeking favor and attention. This artificial hierarchy created an environment of constant competition, insecurity, and jealousy, which played directly into Hefner's ability to maintain control over the women. For many, the desire to remain in Hefner's good graces meant enduring emotional manipulation. The women who lived in the mansion were conditioned to believe that leaving would mean giving up their status and any financial security they had gained. This kept many of them in place for years, despite the toxicity of the environment. Kendra Wilkinson, another former girlfriend, was only 18 when she entered the mansion. Hefner, at the time, was 78. The vast age gap and the environment of control made her feel like she had to conform just to survive. She described the experience as a job where she had to clock in and out, often relying on alcohol or marijuana to make it through the nights. Hefner's criticism of her weight made her feel even more insecure in an environment where physical appearance was the highest currency. Financial control and the weekly allowance system. One of the lesser-known aspects of life in the mansion was the way money was used as a tool for control. Playmate Isabella Street James described a humiliating weekly ritual in which the women had to visit Hefner's room to receive their allowances. This money, which was essential for their upkeep and social status, was distributed at Hefner's discretion. If he was displeased with their behavior, whether it was skipping a night out or failing to meet his expectations, he could withhold or reduce their allowance as a form of punishment. St. James recalled waiting as Hefner picked up after his dogs before handing out the money, often using the moment to criticize the women. This form of financial dependency ensured that the women remained obedient, reinforcing a structure where Hefner held absolute power over their daily lives.
Pimping. That's pimping at the highest level, man. God dang. Come on, man. And everybody thought this, oh my God, here we go. I ain't gonna say nothing. Here we go.
The illusion of extravagance. Behind the mansion's walls. Despite the grand image of the mansion, those who lived there described it as anything but glamorous. Former residents, including Holly Madison and Isabella St. James, have spoken about the deteriorating conditions of the house. The carpets were old and stained, the furniture was outdated, and the rooms were not the luxurious spaces that people imagined. The women did their best to decorate their personal rooms, but the mattresses were worn and the sheets were past their best. The entire mansion felt frozen in time, a relic of an era that Hefner refused to move beyond. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, another former Playboy model, described it as more of an old people's home than a place of youthful indulgence. In addition to the strict rules regarding appearance and social behavior.
See, here's the thing, man. Your imagination. When us younger generation and even younger than me, get it, younger generation, 58. Anyway, every time I heard anything about the Playboy Mansion in movies or whatever, we seriously thought it was the highest level. I mean, you talking about bling bling and, you know, hey, and it's nothing like that. Dirty carpets and all that type of stuff. Even in Hollywood, with a Hollywood sign that and all this stuff, when you go to other people's countries, you be like, Paris. Somebody said Paris, when they show Paris, all they show is the good stuff, the pretty stuff. You go to Paris, they be like, man, damn, this ain't nowhere near what I thought. I want my money back. That's facts, man.
And
facts.
Felt frozen in time. A relic of an era that Hefner refused to move beyond. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, another former Playboy model, described it as more of an old people's home than a place of youthful indulgence.
That's crazy.
In addition to the strict rules regarding appearance and social behavior, The women were also subject to curfews and restrictions on their personal lives. Friends were not allowed to visit, and social media posts had to align with a specific image of the Playboy lifestyle. Any deviation could result in reprimands, proving that even in the age of modern technology, Hefner's control extended into every aspect of their public and private personas. The psychological toll and the struggle to break free. For many of the women, leaving the mansion was not as simple as walking out the door. Years of emotional manipulation and financial dependence made it difficult to imagine a life outside of Hefner's world. Holly Madison has spoken about the immense struggle she faced in breaking free, describing how she had to completely rebuild her sense of self-worth after years of living under his influence. Kendra Wilkinson also described the difficulty of adjusting to life outside the mansion. The illusion of glamour had been so deeply ingrained that transitioning to reality was jarring. The fear of being ostracized, both socially and professionally, kept many former playmates from speaking out for years. As more former residents have come forward with their stories, the public's perception of the Playboy Mansion has shifted. What was once considered a haven of sexual freedom and indulgence is now seen as a place where women were controlled, manipulated, and ultimately discarded when they no longer served their purpose in Hefner's world. Financial strings, allowances, and punishment money was another tool of control. Former playmate Isabella Street. James revealed the humiliating ritual of collecting their weekly allowance. Each woman had to visit Hefner's room, where he would hand out money, often while cleaning up after his dogs. During these moments, he would criticize the women for their behavior, whether it was their social interactions, their participation in private gatherings, or any perceived failure to meet his expectations. Skipping a night out with Hefner could result in a financial penalty. The allowance was meant to keep the women dependent on him, ensuring their continued presence and
even though they said that already. I don't know why they're doing this again.
Whether it was their social interactions.
Allegedly, Puffy Playboy, man. Thinking about the Playboy Mansion.
Their participation in private gatherings, or any perceived failure to meet his expectations.
That guy right behind him that's great put his hand on Puffy's shoulder.
Skipping a night out with Hefner could result in a financial
I'm going to stand right here.
penalty.
Look how he's standing.
The allowance was meant to keep the women dependent on him.
They kind of, I don't know. They giving signals, man, to people like TD Jakes. They giving signal to people that like boy toys. That's a signal, man. You can't tell me that dude, every video and every picture, it looked like I don't belong here. It looked like he's saying that with his body. I don't belong here. Why are you here? Just to feed my family, man. I don't belong here. Do y'all like his music? Y'all know anything about his music? Y'all let me know in the comments. I'm sorry, Ali. This is supposed to be about Ali. My bad.
Ensuring their continued presence and compliance.
Look at this.
This form of manipulation reinforced the idea that their livelihood was at his mercy. Isolation and psychological control. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, another former Playboy model, described life in the mansion as being more like an old-age home than the wild, carefree lifestyle many imagined. She and her twin sister, Melissa, revealed that there were strict 9 p.m. curfews.
Man, these some new pictures I've seen of my man. We the best music. You can't tell me, because the guy who got caught in jail, who was at the Trump Plaza, and he was being interviewed with that that hospital gown on and stuff. He mentioned this guy's name right here and said they all, you know what I'm saying, Taylor. You can't tell. How the hell you get that big, my guy? You ain't the best music for real, for real. You doing all these. Oh, my God. I'm getting closer, man. I kept saying to myself, how are these people, especially rap? Don't nobody buy no rap songs. How is the money being made? Can y'all answer that? This dude, DJ Khaled, how do you make your money? Ooh, now we know why. Now we know how. Kissing somebody's behind.
Wild, carefree lifestyle many imagined.
Now he's selling.
She and her twin sister, Melissa, revealed that there were strict 9 p.m. curfews, prohibitions on inviting friends over, and an expectation to uphold a certain image on social media. Every post on Instagram and Twitter had to depict the mansion in a positive light. Drunken behavior in pictures was forbidden, and any violation of the rules could lead to punishment. 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 recalled how playmates who were not in relationships with Hefner had more freedom than his live-in girlfriends. While other playmates could enjoy wild nights in Las Vegas or parties with celebrities, she had to be home by 9 p.m. She felt trapped, constantly reminded of the freedom she was missing out on, the decay of the mansion, and the myth of glamour. Despite the illusion of wealth and extravagance, the Playboy Mansion itself was reportedly in a state of decline. Isabella Street James detailed the poor conditions of the women's rooms, from stained, worn-out mattresses to old, tattered sheets. The carpets were dirty, curling at the edges, and the overall aesthetic was more reminiscent of a neglected relic from the 1980s than a modern paradise. Hefner himself rarely left the mansion, preferring to live in a time capsule that reflected the peak of his reign. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 noted that nothing had been updated, making the estate feel frozen in time. While outsiders fantasized about the legendary parties, those on the inside knew it as a place of control, not freedom. The Playboy Mansion's underground secrets. Rumors of underground tunnels connecting the Playboy Mansion to the homes of Hollywood's elite have circulated for decades. In the 1970s and 80s, whispers of hidden passageways leading to the homes of famous actors only fueled speculation about what really went on behind closed doors. While these tunnels were only recently confirmed, their true purpose remains shrouded in mystery. Some believe that these tunnels were used to transport celebrities discreetly, avoiding the public eye. Others suggest more sinister possibilities, linking the secret passages to illicit activities, including trafficking and secretive gatherings. With revelations about similar power abuses in Hollywood, questions remain about how deep the deception and corruption truly ran. Comparisons to Cassie Ventura's allegations and the music industry's dark side, the experiences of former Playboy models bear eerie similarities to allegations made by singer Cassie Ventura in her lawsuit against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Cassie detailed a pattern of control, coercion, and forced encounters, echoing the claims of women who lived under Hefner's rule. Cassie's story, along with allegations against other powerful men in entertainment, highlights a disturbing pattern of exploitation within industries built on glamorized fantasies. It raises the question, how many more hidden figures have endured similar treatment, only to have their voices silenced by wealth and power? The role of Denzel Washington, Hollywood's moral contrast.
Here we go.
Amidst these dark revelations, some figures in Hollywood have distanced themselves from the industry's more corrupt elements. Denzel Washington, a two-time Academy Award winner, is one such example. Known for his deep Christian faith, Washington has openly discussed how his spiritual journey has helped him resist Hollywood's temptations. In a 2017 interview with CBN about his film Roman J. Israel-esque, Washington spoke about the importance of faith in his life. He recalled a prophetic message from a woman who foresaw his global influence, not as a preacher, but as someone who would spread wisdom and positivity through his work. His pastor affirmed this message, telling him, "You already have a pulpit." Washington's refusal to compromise his morals in an industry where success often comes at the cost of personal integrity has made him a rare figure in Hollywood. Unlike many of his peers, he has not been associated with the scandals and controversies that have tainted the industry's reputation. The unanswered questions and the future of Hollywood's reckoning. As more survivors speak out about their experiences, Hollywood's carefully curated image continues to unravel. The accusations against powerful figures in the industry raise troubling questions. How many others were complicit? How many turned a blind eye? And how deep does this web of influence and manipulation truly go? The Playboy Mansion, once a symbol of freedom and excess, has now become a cautionary tale of control, exploitation, and the darker side of celebrity culture. The more these stories emerge, the harder it becomes to ignore the reality behind the fantasy. Only time will tell what other secrets will come to light. But for those who once lived within the walls of the mansion, the truth is already clear. It was never about empowerment. It was about control. Conclusion: a world of secrets and silence. The stories of secret tunnels, disturbing parties, and powerful figures engaging in morally questionable behavior paint a picture of a hidden world beneath Hollywood's glamorous surface. While these allegations remain unproven, they raise important questions about the lengths to which some celebrities will go to protect their status and their secrets. As more voices like Ali Carter's come forward, the public may one day learn the full extent of the darkness lurking behind Hollywood's glittering facade. For now, these stories remain in the shadows, known only to a select few who are willing to confront the truth. The world of celebrity, with all its allure and mystery, continues to hold secrets that may never fully come to light. But for those brave enough to speak out, the journey toward uncovering the truth has only just begun.
Man, the people that are hiding it, it's the ones that's killing me. You got Puffy. I guess I better go ahead and start saying the names. Orlando Brown, I see him up there. But you got Puffy, Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah, Steve Harvey. Now, I might be wrong with some of these names, right? But I ain't too far off wrong. And these people know what the hell. They are the ones, they are the pulling the strings. Now, and this is just what I'm thinking. Then you got the people that, it's almost like, well, I want to be in this so bad. Yeah, I'm going to let you in, Playboy. This Puffy, this how Puffy talk. I'm going to let you in, Playboy. And next thing you know, he let him see a little bit. Sit back and see. Like Ron, the producer, Lil Ron Jr., whatever the producer dude name is, let him see this. Then all of a sudden, you got to make beats while I take a shower. Man, I ain't trying to, come on, man. I ain't trying to do all this stuff. Little by little, I'm doing itch more and more, but it won't break. You see what I'm saying? That's everybody. Even I'm going to be down with these people. I'm Puffy, man. I got all the connections that you want. All you got to do is dance. You got to dance for me for a little while, for a couple of years. And then I'll let you in our circle. That's how it's played. That's how it's played, man. And the people pulling the strings are the big players. Oprah, allegedly. Ellen DeGeneres, allegedly. Look how they treat their people. It's facts that Ellen was treating these people terribly. The Playboy Mansion. They living in this dirty, man, I couldn't have no woman living in some mess like this. Golly, Moses, look here, man. Y'all let me know, man. Shout out to Ali Carter. Y'all done chased the little girl away, all the way away. Come on back, Ali. We miss you. The Music Recording Network miss you. I'm going to get on up out of here. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.